I've done a synopsis on Iji's plot like twice now on my channel before, but for those new to the game, I'll be quick. Iji's the name of the protagonist who's visiting her dad's workplace when she notices a mysterious light in the clouds. Beams of destructive light then come crashing down, and we immediately cut forward to 6 months later, where a team is working together to implant an alien nanofield into Iji. Before they can awaken her, though, the invading aliens break in and kill off the team, leaving her to wake up and see the aftermath for herself. Her brother Dan then speaks over a PA system. He's hiding out in a command center and gives her a quick dose of reality. An alien race known as the Tassin has invaded Earth and attacked with a weapon known as the Alpha Strike. These barrage of lasers are powerful enough to destroy entire planets. However, the attack was dialed back so the Tassin can settle on Earth, since they're hiding from another alien race hunting them down. It takes Iji some time to face reality before she gets up with her weapon in hand. Her brother has a plan: talk to their leader and convince them to spare the humans. The Tassin aren't able to understand Dan since he speaks English, but with Iji's nanofield, she can comprehend their alien language and speak directly back. It's not a good plan, but it's the best they have, and along the way, she must dodge the alien invaders who are under strict orders to kill every human. There isn't a direct comparison to Undertale's opening, which is simply Frisk climbing Mount Ebott. By the way, it's too late to fall down there, I'm sorry. Frisk falls on the ground and is shortly greeted by Flowey, who acts as a guide. It isn't until Flowey shows his true color does Toriel come in to rescue you and give you a proper tutorial. Of course, the game just doesn't simply let you spend the rest of your life with her. Like it or not, you're forced to attempt to escape and have to face Toriel herself. She wants to stop you from heading out, but before you do, she gives you a warning. The monsters in the underground are hunting for humans and are trying to gather 7 human souls, so they can shatter a barrier that prevents monsters from reaching the surface. After a heartfelt battle, you can finally escape into the monster world where the Royal Guard and even other monsters are trying to kill you. But that's not the story I want to compare, but how these two games lay the groundwork for a pacifist playthrough. These monsters in Iji are trying to settle in a new home, and the monsters in Undertale want to break out from the underground, where resources are starting to wear thin. In Iji, the first boss you face is the commanding officer of the Tassin known as Crotera. He doesn't believe coexistence isn't an option since, well, they wiped out most of humanity, and he doesn't want them to revolt against them. Not all of the Tassin believe in this, however. There are logs questioning this logic, but I'll get into more detail in a bit. As you play, Iji notices that the aliens look a bit human, and really starts to wonder if it's really right to kill them. Dan acts as your guide, and inherently believes that she should if she has to defend herself. By the start of level 2, he notices when you're trying to avoid killing outright, and advises you that trying to keep this up might put Iji in even more danger. See, Iji has a level up system too. You gain EXP by picking up nano scattered in the stage. While you can collect bundles without killing anyone, you can earn a good amount by killing soldiers and picking up their own nanofield. So by doing a pacifist run, you have to explore every nook and cranny if you want to level up as much as possible. And even then, you'll be left underpowered compared to doing a neutral run. Sort of like how Undertale only rewards EXP if you kill monsters, but that's something you want to avoid if you want the pacifist ending. By the time you reach the 3rd stage, the Tassin notices that you're just trying to avoid him and actually forms a truce to let you go, as long as you don't commit any violent actions, not even break down any doors that might lead to some useful goodies. So during a pacifist run, you get a literal free pass to the end of the stage. However, on the way you come across the third alien race I mentioned earlier, the ones that's hunting down the Tassin. These are known as Kamado, who cares. They were shipwrecked and have a good number of their men killed. And because they're not part of the truce, nor do they know who you are, they start to hunt you down, so you're forced to run and dodge. After them, you finally reach your destination, and get to talk with the Tassin general, Crotera, and he's not going to let you walk out alive. In a typical run, this is where the boss fight starts. But in a pacifist run, yeah, that. And this is where the themes start to play out differently. In Undertale's trailer, it boasts that no monster has to die, and that's true. No matter how villainous or stubborn your opponent is, there is a way to end the fight without having to kill him. However, Iji's setting is taking place in the middle of a war. Guns and conflict is a constant theme, and these aliens have been on the run from a literal genocide and aren't willing to be so easily persuaded. They will shoot first, ask questions later. So while they both technically have a pacifist option, in Undertale, the theme is you can make friends with anyone if you just try. In Iji, you're forced to face the fact that sometimes killing in self-defense is justified when the other side isn't willing to reason. Iji's pacifist rules even reflect this. It's harder to spare people when they're gunning you down in a narrow hallway, and sometimes accidents do happen in a battlefield. So to maintain a pacifist run, your kill count cannot exceed more than 5. Despite this, you can go through the game without killing a single person. However, it is a bit trickier to pull off compared to Undertale, where they nudge the player to seek out this play option, and even then, there's no way to save everyone in Iji. So because the officer Crotera was killed and people believe Iji was the one who did it, she is forced to call in that third alien race I mentioned. According to Dan, they're like a space police and were hunting down Assassin because they were alpha striking one planet after another. By the end of Stage 4, dialogue might play out differently. If it's a neutral or genocide run, then Iji will call down a Kamado in a desperate attempt for help. But in a pacifist run, she outright refuses, strictly believing no one has to die. And if she does call them down, then Assassin and all those who are willing to spare her, and possibly humanity too, will be killed. However, because of the Tassin shooting the Kamado ship earlier, they do find out the Tassin are hiding on Earth and head over to Earth regardless of the outcome. And here we could see the thematic difference from Undertale and Iji play out entirely. In Undertale, you're traveling to towns, meeting up with all kinds of wacky characters who only fight you because it's their job, and would rather go out to have ice cream with their bro.
Bro.